Hi English students! Today, or actually in this video, what I'd like to talk about is how to analyze an assignment so that you can figure out what your teacher wants you to do in that writing assignment. So if you've ever turned in a paper and you received the paper back and it wasn't the grade that you expected, what might have gone wrong is that potentially you got the purpose wrong. So when your teacher asks you to complete a writing assignment, what you want to do before you start writing is take a look at the assignment prompt that the teacher has given to you and go through it, take a highlighter, and find the verbs. So highlight the active verbs in that piece of writing. The active verbs will tell you what the teacher wants you to actually do in an essay assignment. So verbs that will signal to you what the teacher wants are things like define, analyze, summarize, synthesize. There's a lot of different actions that your teachers may want for you to do as you are writing a paper. And so in order for you to effectively figure out how you should write this paper, figure out what they want you to do. So figure out the purpose. So what's the purpose of the assignment? What sort of learning objective do they want for you to get out of the assignment? And if you're not clear, go ahead and ask them. But so for example, if your teacher wants you to define something, then you're just going to literally tell them the definition of it. Give the subject's meaning. If your teacher wants you to analyze, probably what they want you to do is break down a topic, into parts, examine how parts make the whole, summarize. When the teacher wants you to summarize within a paper, what they want you to do is list the important ideas. Main ideas. There is no opinion when you're summarizing. So if you're summarizing in a paper, you're just literally telling the teacher the main ideas that you saw within the text. If they want you to argue within the paper, then they are asking you for your opinion. And then synthesize. Synthesize is a little bit more complex. And then other verbs that I am remembering are things like evaluate. So if your teacher wants you to synthesize in your paper, what they want you to do is take points from a couple of different texts, and create new meaning, or a new point that works in support of your thesis. I'm running out of room. And then here's another verb, evaluate. If your teacher wants you to evaluate in a paper, what they probably want you to do is, and there's also an evaluation chapter in this textbook, but if your teacher is asking you to do multiple things within a paper, including evaluating, what they want you to do is give a judgment based on specific criteria. So for example, you're doing a review, you evaluate a film, and you say it was a good movie, and these are the reasons why. That would be your criteria. So here's just a quick little primer on how to figure out what does my teacher want me to do in this essay. There are more verbs that your teachers could potentially ask you to perform within a paper. So the key here is figure out, go ahead, highlight those, highlight the verbs, and if you don't know exactly what the action is that they'd like you to take, look it up in the dictionary. And if it's still not clear, ask your teacher for clarification. You can talk to them during class. Chances are if you're confused, other people are confused too. So ask that question in class or meet with the teacher outside of class hours, during their office hours, or send them an email for more clarification. Because the key here is you need to be proactive about your grade and proactive about your understanding in order to really engage and learn from the writing process. So that's all for right now.